Hey YouTube, it's me again. So this is just a random video. It's about 1:46 in the morning and I haven't made a video in so long and I feel kind of bad about it because I don't know. I've been going through a phase and I just want to share a little bit with you. I mean, as you all know, I am a Christian. And I feel like I feel a little I feel like I've gained a lot of information. I mean, what I mean by going through a phase, if I haven't mentioned it in the beginning, is that every Christian goes through their ups and downs. Whoever wants to deny it, go ahead and deny it. I'm just real about certain things when it comes to life. And I mean, we all live in one world, we all go through certain experiences. And I just want to give a little bit of an outlook on some things I think many of us, people of faith or people of not faith, don't really grasp about Christian, the Christian walk. So one of the things I wanted to introduce is something called hand to hand. One thing that as Christians need to realize is that the Bible is a tool for us to get closer to God, but it's also something to help us with the struggles that we will go through. I mean, we're going to go through many trials and tribulations, as they say in the Bible, but in reality, it's called struggles. Every single one of us is going to go through struggles, believer or not. A lot of people of my friends and stuff, they say being Christian, they feel that you go through a harder struggle. And I mean, I don't really think that it depends on how you look at it, because if you live life and you go through struggles, you know that it's not just being religious. You're always gonna go through struggles. And I mean, I've been going through some stuff and I want to introduce the hand to hand. So hand to hand means God has your hand and you have his hand. And usually what happens is God accepts some, not all, some of us at a broken stage. And what that means is that God accepts you for as you are. He doesn't want you to be perfect. He doesn't want you to come all correct and holy and righteous. God wants you the way you are, broken, hurt, and in pain. So what that means is that if I give you a picturesque vision of that, is that if you are holding on someone's hand and let's just say your legs are broken, what will happen? The person either has to drag or carry you, right? And along that journey or that path that you're taking, in every situation and terrain that's on this earth, there's things on the earth that can harm you. The gravel, the rocks, the mountains, the cold, the rain, the snow, the sun, the leaves, the bugs. All these type of situations can harm you. And as you're going through that, you're going to step through some certain terrains, different parts of the world, the sand, the rain, the sludge, the this, the that. And as you're going through that journey, depending on how long that person can carry you, they might need to set you down and they might teach you how to walk, and they might have to help you with your wounds, and hold you when you're crying and shelter you from the storm. And that's exactly what God does. And when I'm talking about that, what I mean is that Christians need to understand that we can't judge one another's lives. God each has a different destination and path for each and every one of us. So that means that you are going to go through a totally different walk than I'm going to go through. So for me to come at you and be like, you're supposed to live this in this way because it says this or this in the Bible, it depends on how you look at it as a whole. We have to realize that not one, including twins, are the same. So the way us humans look at things and analyze things, we all think very differently. And I think very differently compared to quite a few amount of people that I've met in my life. And I feel very differently about some things in the Bible. One thing that a lot of people don't like talking about is sex. And I mean, that is a heavy topic for Christians. It does state that you're not supposed to have sex before you get married, but it's not specific or something where you'd be like, yeah, it specifically says this, or it doesn't say that, or this or that. And the way you interpret it, or the way I may interpret it, depending on what has happened in my life thus far, is totally different. So for you to be like, yeah, well, it says this and this in the Bible, and you're sinning and you're going to hell, or you could look at it like, well, it does say this in the Bible, but you're going on your path, and we do have temptations, and we do fall, and God will take you through it. So I'm not going to be your judgment person and be God. It makes people feel a whole lot better when you supply the bench of righteousness and you supply the bench of help, rather than the bench of judgment and and casting stones and evil comments and this and that. I mean, this world is already hard enough. Never mind having someone tell you about each and every mistake you've made, when really we all have a conscience. We all understand mistakes that we make and don't make, so we don't need to tell one another it, unless you're wholeheartedly helping the person and you really want them to succeed or feel better as a whole. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different topics. I could go on and on talking about it, but I just really honestly want to make this video to catch up and see what you all are saying about certain things. Thank you so much for the people who have actually took some time out to even see this video, as well as the other ones that I've posted in the past. God bless your hearts, and I hope that, you know, maybe you got some information out of this, but I'll be giving you some more and more outlooks and information that I've gained thus far. And just be real with you all, because that's just the life that I try to live, to be real and build a genuine connection with God, because we have to understand that God isn't just our father. He should be your best friend. And as you know, you tell your best friend everything. As you know, you console your best friend, you help your best friend, and sometimes you hurt your best friend sometimes as well. And the best thing about that is you build your relationship, and you become way more stronger. Sometimes after trials and tribulations, sometimes after the tough times, you see who's actually there for you in the tough times. So I encourage you all to continue watching my videos and just receive the blessing of Christ. I mean, I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, because I don't like to judge anybody, but yeah, God bless your hearts. I hope that he continues to move in your life, and I hope this video did something, just some thoughts in my mind. Again, God bless you and have a wonderful night.